Okay, so I have to say this, I'm in a complex situation where no, I do not condone what I've had to go through with my exes and John and Ruben. However, they are national security guards of this country. Oh, they're just something to do with this country that I have to abide by the rules if I want to be helped in any way. But I just want to say there is something definitely wrong with my health, and I can't even remember if I really told you. I told you the recipes of what I cook for in my life and how they've taken away all my ideas. I'll tell you I know healing stuff, okay? So, this is the things that I've had to do in my life that I've had to heal, and I can show you. But can you see how bad my immunity is? There is no way somebody's coming into my room and attacking like things like the jug, like they're putting plastic into the jug. They're making. I just bought a brand new apple cider vinegar. They've opened it and poisoned it. I didn't even open it. I hadn't even opened it. Okay, so if you have Lyme disease, I would recommend stevia, oregano oil, cat's claw, licorice teas, and diatomaceous earth. So I just can't believe how sick I look. It's a lot to do with my liver right now. Um, Parasites, I would recommend wormwood, sorry, vitamin C, ginger clove tea, black walnut husks. So this is why I'm being attacked too, like not just about my looks, but to make sure I'm low quality looking and health, because this is my niche market. It's something I've done for 15 years. There's no way. Even Ralph has definitely said, yes, I know that you are always shopping at weird places for food. He knows that I went to all those organic stores to get. I like this dehydrated protein meat. I really like it. I like fake meat that's made out of tofu, and he knows that I get all the organic vegetables, and how I was really excited because he grows his own cabbage and his own spinach because it's got more nutrients. So, and if you've got fatigue, I would recommend having Shisandra, ashwagandha, ginseng, vitamin C, lots of juicing, like the high fructose, and peppermint tea. Cancer, I would suggest having green tea, rose hips tea, aged kyolic garlic, spirulina, vitamin D, turmeric, and chlorella. And in your cooking, I would add a lot of sprouts and tomatoes, like cooked tomatoes, but raw sprouts and avocados. Um, they're really attacking me. I don't know how they've done it because I definitely didn't let this sick the other day. They've attacked my liver again. And I can tell, like, why would I have a brand new apple cider vinegar open that I've never used? I've never opened it. Why would it all be opened? It's like I went out yesterday and it's totally all opened and all my skin's all ruined again. What I want to know is why are they keep disfiguring me? Why are they wrecking my face? This Lamont, this black family, why are they doing it? They keep me really sick all the time and they keep me looking mentally ill all the time. And it's like she wants me to look last at a house, but why did I look so healthy almost, was it, I don't know if it's 2 years or a year ago. The photo, I think the photo is 2 years ago. There's a photo of me at a bus station in Australia, and it's only a year ago. And I look a hell of a lot healthier, eh? Like they've really been attacking my house. Blood pressure and clogged arteries, I'd take vitamin K2 and uh, get an alkaline diet and do a lot of walking. Liver support, I would take dandelion coffee, milk thistle, turmeric, and do loads of green juices. Sleep, I would take a lot of cherry. I think it's got some sort of melatonin in it that regulates your. I think melatonin regulates your sleep, which is the. Oh, I can't explain it right now. Valerian root, marshmallow, astragalus root. I would use for immunity. Um, Yeah, well, I'm in danger because they've taken over the garden. So they've built a community and made sure I'm not part of it and I'm less in all the universe. And it's getting beyond a joke. I didn't even get a voice. You just got me really sick, killed me, and then told everyone to hate me. And then it was never a democracy. And now, so I've got, it's like the only way I can tame my hair after my thyroid is coconut oil, and it makes it look greasy, and it's like I can't really win, and I've got no one to care for me, and it's quite a weird situation where you know that people don't give a crap about you, but yet I shouldn't have to beg for care because it was my natural disposition to talk to people this way. Like, I didn't have problems with people. They would kind of sense from knowing me and how we would communicate that I had good intentions and that I'm just about making sure other people either feel cared for or we're having a good time, not sexually, just so that's we've like got a all of my friends I've had a focus with, like, oh, we're gonna go and do some stuff to do with spotlight today and find some sewing stuff. Like, all I want to do is my hobbies and have a couple of friends, and I've just my life's interrupted by all this politics, and I don't understand it. It's just greed. It's corruption. Um, my yeah, look. Don't know. I'm just doing this to prove that I know stuff about nutritional healing. Like, with cancer, I would do broccoli soup. I would do avocados on crackers with sprouts, and I would make smoothies with, juices with orange and ginger and carrot and beetroot, and I would do um, avocado smoothies with almond milk and banana and maybe some almonds. And I would be eating stuff like fennel and orange and onion salads. I'd be having miso broths with shiitake mushrooms. But because I don't really have stability, because he's blacklisting me, I don't have really a place to look after myself, and I've just been sick. And it's not that I just feel like they did it on purpose. They filled my stomach up with something, and it's a homicide, and I need urgent medical care. I don't know what to do. I think I have to go on ACC to get medical care because, well, I've survived a lot in 7 years when every time I'm saying all those projects that I worked on, I didn't get the fruits of my labour, they did. So I worked and worked and worked on stuff that isn't ever coming into fruition. And that's why I got a bad attitude in the end, because it's kind of like, well, what you're really telling me is that you're better than me no matter what I do. Even if I do it myself, you want to come in and just say you're better than me and kick me in the face and not let me move forward in any kind of way. And yeah, I've just been drowned on all this tea and all this like kind of like these sports where they're going to do 30 years of apartheid of sports, and I'm kept on this timer of my dreams. I'm just saying it's not a fair situation. I think they basically got me really sick and disorientated and took me away from my family so I'd get traumatized to sort of slow down my thinking and stop my progress and make me lose time and make me lose reality. As it's kind of scary if you kind of get put in a court case and you're not told anything and you're deported and you're seen as a bad guy and you never really got answers, because then your brain just stops thinking about being positive. It starts thinking about what happened, why would anyone say anything bad about me? Why am I being kicked out of my mum's home? Why did this happen? I was having a good time at my mum's. I was like learning how to do donuts. I was making all these donuts. I was like, what a great way to make money, because it's like, what 10 cents a donut. It's flour, it's water, a bit of yeast, and you just inject some jam into it, and it's like, you sell it for like $6. It costs you nothing to make these things. And I was thinking, and that's the thing, that my mind knows how to make money. I know how to do business. I'm very sick. It's not my cup of tea, but alcohol is probably a really good way to make a lot of money. Alcohol and coffee. Like, alcohol is like a 300% markup, It's like one shot. It's like like a whole bottle's what, like $30 each shot. What are they selling them at now? Like $10, $15. You think about how much profit they're making out of, if you like kind of sectioned that bottle off. I think it's about 300-400% markup. Like, I do know things. Like, I just am a humble person. So I don't try and exercise my authority over other people, and I don't try and tell people everything I know either, because I don't want them to feel intimidated by, I'm just, the people I hang around with, I just keep it light and only do friendly things like crafts or walking and have fun together, eat together. I don't want them to get involved in my own working, understanding it's my life. Like, it's not up to them to go to work for me. It's not up to them to know what I know. It's up to them, their own self, to learn what they want to do at work. And I shouldn't be labouring for free teaching these people my work. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm giving them a free education. I didn't get paid for it. I do know how to make money. It's like I think I've done a small business course, and the thing is to try and find out who your market is, like who you're trying to market your business to. And like kind of narrow down. And this is the thing with most of the things that I've learned. It's about to narrow things down so you can target that area, and then you section things into little boxes, and then you get through each section. So yes, I do know about some food costings. I do know some stuff about coffee. I think coffee's about a 300 markup percent too. So you get a bag of beans in for $30 as well, and you probably, what you use about that much, you grind up about that much. So I can't even remember how many cups are in a bag of beans. Do you know? I think it's about 60 cups or something like that. So they make a lot of money out of it, out of food, and that's why they have these slavery things saying fair trade, because the slaves are doing or like working for nothing, getting the beans. And where, the people working in the cafes, the owners are making huge money profit out of their supplies. And then there's other things as well. There's I've actually never worked in retail, but my friends worked in retail, and she said, you just get you get in all the like fashion at dirt cheap, and then they just mark it up about 20%. She said. So say she would get something in for like $10, she would then go and sell it for like $25. So she made quite a bit of money. Because that was her job. So I used to wonder, how did she get that job? And she actually made that job herself. And then in the end, it was like, I used to admire this girl, and I was thinking later on, when I'd made and created my own niche, market and direction in my work, I was like, actually, I'm not that much different than this girl. She actually started off working in retail, and she started to see a niche and a need in a market, and then she went with that and made a lot of money. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I started to make money, and somebody else saw what I was doing and took it over and has kicked me to the curb, and they want to kick me out of this country and make all this money out of me. But it's like, I can't keep leaving. Everywhere you want me to go, you keep following me and abusing me out of countries and keeping me low class. But I've actually worked for my future, and you've actually ruined my house to the point, and I'm not getting free healthcare. And I'm actually, every time I'm buying something to heal myself, they're ruining it. They've sprayed all my vitamins with like fly spray. They're taking credit. The store is taking credit for the things that I've built in my life. Why would anybody open my apple cider vinegar and ruin it? Why are they coming in my room? It's like they're kicking me out of the country, and I don't deserve it. It's like, I think that should be done for a war crime, because it's not just happened here, it's happened in Christchurch, It's happened in Geraldine. It's happened to all these different places in this country. And not only that, everything that I worked for in Australia just got erased. Everything that I just did at my call centre, people to do my job, and I was just trying to get my money back because I'd been frauded and I wanted to get back on my feet. Then the mayor decided to do this massive thing and outcast me, and then I was at a loss again. And she's got these books making out I'm a root bag and I'm an old lady and outcasting me and a whore with a mushroom dick. And it's a crime. And nobody has had to pay a goddamn thing. They've been using me on the media without my rights to do a cultural genocide. Nobody's taking accountability for not only stealing what I worked for, they're also not taking accountability for wrecking my whole family out of greed, and they're taking credit for my whole career, like they're copying the same career, like to do with design, to do with hospitality, to do with counselling. Counselling is definitely something that I've worked for, and it also comes under everything that I've worked in. So it's not that you need to do these jobs to get into that, but I feel like the jobs and my path of life ended up being of value to that position. And in January last year, I was applying for counselling, to do a job in counselling, and they just keep banning my emails. And it's corruption. No matter what I've done to make my life better, they're taking the labour, they're destroying my life. So why should I have to keep paying for it? And I don't want people going in my house. So I don't have the rights to my own life. They keep coming in my house and ruining my healthy food. So what's the point of living my life if they're just going to keep wrecking everything? You can see in one of those videos, I left some watermelon here and they put all these worms in it to give me parasites straight away. It just eats your stomach lining and it makes you sick again. So, and it makes you depressed. The more and more your stomach's sick, the more and more depressed you are. And so it's like they've left me in a situation where I'm humiliated and outcast and treated less than because of greed and corruption of people wanting the treaty of this land. But then they're not going to let me go overseas and get citizenship. And I've got no 14th and 15th Amendment. And they don't want to give me anything. And it's like, but what they're really saying is even if you are an educated person and you're innovative and you keep going and your institute that's meant to save me is the very thing that killed me, you're still not accountable. Only I am. I've paid in blood, like mushroom tip dick. Who would do that to somebody? That's definitely got Leanne smell all over it. I've been outcast as a smelly vagina all over the country and a smelly ass by Rose Cork and her auntie. And it's like, they all act innocent. Oh, it's not us, we wouldn't do that. And it's like, oh yeah. So at the end of the day, I just think if you're going to do a school and it's got everything to do with marketing me as less, don't you think I should get compensation? Why are they stopping me from being anything or taking accountability? And it's got a lot to do with elites all over America and elites all in Saudi Arabia. So it's just such a tragedy, and I want my DNA. I went and bought a DNA test. They're stopping me getting the answers that I need. I know I'm Irish, so why are they stopping everything I need? I can't just leave. You can't just disembowel somebody and leave them. You're gonna have to ask for help for me to get it fixed, because I can't hardly do anything. They want me to keep moving. They want me to, and it's like, no, you're gonna have to get into reality. You paid. People in the top areas of life have paid to ruin my body. Each time you ruin me, I can't get back up. You're going to have to take accountability now. It's a war crime. I can't keep going. My stomach is sick, and the way it's protruding shows liver damage. So I don't know what to do. And every time I try and take control to be healthy, they're ruining my health. So it's just kind of like I did a lifetime of being a very honourable woman that didn't do anything. I'm not a highly sexualized person. You know, in pets, well, when I learnt with my pet, I was learning about dogs and how they like reward systems and how to learn. Like, I just read a book one day, I think, or somebody told me at the dog park, and I was thinking about myself, and I was like, well, I'm not really like, I'm not. I think that's what sex is like for people. I think people do things to get sex at the end of their day. Like, people might think, oh, I'm going to work for 50 hours because I think I'm going to get rewarded by this hot person for a good root. But I'm not like that. I'm like, I want to get rewarded with like stability and a nice house type thing. Like, I'm totally different. But they are trying to make me the biggest prostitute and all these saints that are sinners into high quality women by making out that these women that are really dodgy are good girls. And it's not like, I don't think that they're like evil and well, they are kind of evil because they're working for evil, but it's just kind of like they're not what they're portraying that they are.